10,000 years ago, you're walking around with some cool stone spear. Things are going great in Europe. You recently figured out how to plant shit, the wife's happy, and some four-legged fluffy idiot has started following you around, which makes you happy for some reason. Then up ahead, in the distance you see him. 8 feet tall, weighing nearly 5 tons and flashing his foot-long claws. We're gonna miss the migration. This is what most sloth species looked like back then. It's theorized that either the Ice Age wiped them out or, well, humans did because, come on. Now we have this little guy instead. Humans have conquered the waters, the earth, and even the air. Throughout our journey, we've managed to turn almost everything cool and majestic looking into something lobotomized and disfigured. How'd that happen, huh? Actually, this was a bad example. Sorry, baby. Chihuahuas haven't really been tampered with that much. Their ancestors, the Teichichi, resembled them both in size and shape, which you can't say about most species. Yeah, those were a helpful, loose category of wolves 15,000 years ago. We basically bred the ones that would get along with us best. Later on came engineered dogs with more specific traits, for example, collies with their vigilance, and toy dogs. I'm quoting the American Kennel Club here, to embody sheer delight. Yeah, some dogs were bred not for being useful, but for the fun of it. For example, the Pharaoh dogs until recently were thought to be an ancient species. But this dog did not exist. DNA testing shows that breeders most likely mated dogs that had these specific characteristics. For dogs, it really was like, come here, boy. What the fuck? For goats and sheep, domestication was a solution to managing the disappearing population of the mouthlawn. It is believed people observed the goats nursing their young and were like, hey, I do that. Then one day, a very brave man took the next step. Damn, this shit good. Sheep became a multi-tool provider and started to be bred for wool rather than meat. Now, a domesticated breed cannot shed on its own and literally die from it. To give an example, this is Chris, who got lost in the forest and was found 3 years later with 89 pounds of wool on him. We did this to him. He isn't paying. Now, it's not all selective breeding and genetic modification. Some animals have been forced to evolve in order to survive in modern days. Elephants are evolving to have smaller or even no tusks thanks to poaching. Swallows have evolved to have smaller wings to dodge cars better. City lizards are significantly stickier so they can cling to modern buildings. And a species of moth changed color 3 times based on how polluted the area was. But some of the most interesting cases I think are rodents, especially the New York rodents that basically evolved to eat junk food. The white-footed mouse lost its natural forest habitat, which is now New York, and while living in the parks developed genes that help it process fatty foods better and neutralize toxins from, guess what, moldy nuts. These guys are real survivors because hybrid animals are usually sterile, but 2 different mouse species combine forces to literally become immune to warfarin, the most popular mouse poison. But here comes the real sad part. The biggest change we see in a lot of animals is they're getting smaller because of global warming. This has happened in the past, but never this quickly. In the last 40 years, 52 common North American bird species shrunk by 2%. The same is happening with large animals like the polar bear. However, the opposite we see for grizzlies, because now they have more time to bulk before winter, as well as the opportunity to expand their habitats north where... Hey, boy mama. This is a pizzly bear. Hybrids, again, are often sterile, but scientists think some pizzlies can produce offspring. God, I really hate that name for some reason. I did think of evolution as this, but today we learned it's also kinda just this. And the planet is dying. Okay, bye.